Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. Um as usual, Tuesdays I wake up super early um to teach a group of people that are so I love a few of these people out of the group. I love them. And it's not that I don't love certain people, it's just some people are so entitled. And I've been placed here by the universe to do the work, to break in there and wake them up to compassion. Anyways, if you actually see my real eye color, that's what I really love about what I really love about waking up early and catching the sunrise. Uh, well, simulated rise. Every day that it's just kind of funny, like when you just start to wake up more and more and more and more. I actually think I have like one black eye and one brown eye. Kind of interesting, right? um I think like my eye color is changing too. There's like some yellow, some auburn, amber mixed with my brown. Anyways, so someone had brought to my attention yesterday in the comments in one of my videos about bloodlines and karma. What is karma? Blah, blah, and blah. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys. So basically, I had mentioned or I inferred that a lot of us, we deal with karmic debt. Someone I used to listen to in the past, I don't listen to anymore. What was her name? I forget her name. She was a minister. She's not in my timeline right now, which is probably why I don't remember her name. It's just funny once you start to understand these things. I know at first it probably drives you guys crazy, but let me adjust my camera light right now. Okay. So, and I have to find a pin. I was kind of prepared. There it is. I made a whole video yesterday about this at night, and for some interesting coincidence, it couldn't upload the video. There was an error, and long story short, the video is not even on my phone. It's just funny because I always wonder, like, what do I actually say that people cannot find for themselves that will cause a coincidence to happen like that? So here's my re-upload. I'm gonna make it quick and short. I can't even find the page that I did it on. It's okay, but I remember everything because it's all channeled and it's in the Akashic Records. So every time you channel, guess what? You go right back to the info and the source and you bring it back. So, oh, I did do it. Here it is. Oh, maybe I should just start from scratch. This is probably hard to look at. Let's start from scratch because I remember what I said. So, case in point, let's say that there is 1 BC, 1000 BC. Hey, my writing's better in this video. in 2019. AD. Which, it's funny because we base everything off of Christ, right? But then we want to teach people that, oh, you can't follow the Christian faith and let's blow up, the temples. So then why in our calendar are we following? You know what I mean? There's just things that, being more awake, and you just naturally flow with it. So it's not that I'm trying to put conspiracy theories in my video. I'm just trying to go with flow. Okay. I have the ocean next to me, by the way. Hey. Okay, so let's say in 1 BC, your family line, there was a male and female, and they had children, and let's say that there was war with one family and another that you don't know. You're fighting over crops and territory and livestock, right? That is implemented in your DNA and your genetic code and whatever. Everybody in their gene has addiction in it. Doesn't mean drugs, doesn't mean alcohol. It could actually mean envy, pride. When they talk about the 7 deadly sins, I think there's 7 deadly addictions. I don't think addiction is sin. I don't even like the word sin, because that is all the law of Yahweh. We don't follow any law. We follow our free will. We only put to consciousness what's morale and what's not morale. Anyways, 1000 BC, let's say that there were 2 dynasties, right? And now these dynasties are fighting over territory. 2019, you have Democrat and Republican. These 2 family lines are now rivaling against each other. How does that affect and apply to you, a person? Let's say that there was war and such, rather. And then in that 1000 BC, it turns into maybe, let's say there was genocide. I hate to use that as an example. There was abandonment of children because the mothers were taken away. So in 2019, there's some issues with family matters. You don't get along with your step parents. There's physical abuse of this, and that. So I myself had to deal with that as a child, and I learned to forgive because I want to burn off the karma of the situation. Every situation has karma. And I'll tell you guys what karma really means. Karma's value in numerals is 8. 8 is God. 8 is Omega, right? If you do the letters in the alphabet and coordinate them to the numbers, it comes to 8. So let's talk about karma for a second. Karma is not what you get, it's what you deserve. That's not... Ooh, that truck is close. Stay in the lines. Karma is what you take away is what you have to put back. So for a short example, if I call someone ugly, for example, I love my funny examples, but it's not a funny situation. Let's say I call someone ugly and I hurt their feelings. It doesn't mean that someone's going to call me ugly and hurt my feelings. That's not karma. Karma is I have to learn how to speak with compassion, so I go through a timeline or a life cycle of having to teach people or teach myself or feel for myself. It's almost like an undoing what I did to someone. It's a conscious redoing. You're redoing a situation, or you're learning a cycle, or you're going through a cycle over and over and over and over and over until it's burned off, until the lesson has been completed, or until the timeline has completed itself. So whenever I use burning off karma in my previous videos, what I mean is you're the last line of the human consciousness. There is no more coming back to this reality. We are the last line of all of our family lines. This is it. Revelations and prophecy have predicted that this is it. There's no, like, some people, they foresee the future and they say, oh, in 2060. I'm like, we're not gonna be here in 2060. Things transition on. Like, we're moving to a new root race, which means that we don't know what kind of future we're gonna go to or how we're gonna get there, but it's not in the human form. It's not in this form. This is it. We're only here to finish and complete this last, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at my eyes again. Oh, so there's brown here. There's just lighter brown there. Hopefully I'm not getting blind.